Welcome to the Unknown Asylum, episode 12. Episode 12, we're getting ready for episode 13, which is Friday the 13th, which is going to be held on Friday the 13th, because it's going to be about Friday the 13th. So that's a little coming soon there fact for you. But we were on episode 12. We're going to talk about Next Chapter Con. Next Chapter Con was held this past Saturday, so it was like 3 days ago, about something like that. Here we are on Tuesday, and the next chapter kind of amazed me. There's a lot of comments on my Wrestling Romance trilogy. There's a lot of comments on the Wrestling Romance trilogy, and I need to post the Wrestling Romance trilogy up about where you can get that. You can get it through me. Basically, it's a good place to get it. It's cheaper through me, and you get it signed through me, and you get discounts through me. So, with the rest of the Romance trilogy, I sell them for the three books for $10 a piece, or all three of the books for $25. And I sign the books and all that good stuff. And so that's the rest on Romance trilogy. But my Unknown Alien Assassin miniseries just really got brought up with wrestling. It got brought up when I was talking to people about wrestling, talking to people about wrestling for a college Chattanooga, promoting wrestling for a college Chattanooga, talking about the upcoming event for wrestling for a college Chattanooga, which is on November 5th, and that's in Dayton, Tennessee. I don't think I'll make that event personally, but we'll see what happens. Anything can happen between now and November, but I don't plan on making that event. Put it that way. Um, but where was the next chapter con? I mean, it's just weird. I didn't make no money there. I got a free Goosebumps book though. It's I gotta find it. I gotta find that in my. I think I'm looking at it. But I got a free Goosebumps book there though, which is pretty awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see if I can find it over here. Crawling through stuff that. I don't know where it's at. I'll redo this. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry for the little delay there, but had to find something. Goosebumps Horrorland is the first Goosebumps book I've owned since I was a little boy, and I used to have all the Goosebumps books that were out at the time inside a Goosebumps backpack from the Goosebumps fan club I was in, and whatever happened to that, I do not know. I wish I do know because it had Fear Street books in it too, and but I really do wish I had. I really do wish I knew I had that. But I found this Goosebumps Horrorland book at the Dalton Library table there at next chapter con, and so I picked it up and I asked them if I could have it, and they said yeah, because they're giving away free books. But I didn't know if they'd give me a free book because I'm not a kid. I dressed like a kid in my little Unknown Alien Assassin attire, but I'm not a kid. But so that's cool. I mean, that was a good, find there on Saturday. Um, Here's my Tyrus book. I'm still trying to get through it because I'm going to meet Tyrus on November the 10th. So I'm trying to get through that before November the 10th. So I got to pick up the speed on reading that. And I about lost the Tyrus book while I was there at the next chapter con because I left it on the floor, out in the open on the floor. And when I was putting stuff up, moving stuff around, setting up my table, and if Rocky didn't find it, it would be gone. And I'm glad he found it. So that's a plus. Um, but like I was saying, next chapter coming, they're more worried about my Wrestling Romance trilogy. There's more comments on my Wrestling Romance trilogy than there was on my Unknown Alien Assassin miniseries. And, that surprised me. And, like I've told my dad and I've told my mom, it depends on the event with what happens. It depends on the event because every event's hit and miss as far as making money or getting recognized for different things. And well, it's like a lot of people took my card. A lot of people took my card, and one of those websites on my card are not even active. Is not even active anymore. And that was the X website that Brooke made me, and it's not even active anymore. I was telling my mom, it's like, I need to figure out a way to redo my website and where it's affordable. And with that being said, I think I'm gonna move everything to WordPress and make a bigger WordPress site. I've already worked on most of it, so it shouldn't be hard to do if I just take the time to do it. But the next chapter con was awesome. I enjoyed it. I had fun. I'd really had fun at the next chapter con. I'm going to do the next chapter con if they have one, and it's an event I'll continue to do because it's a book event, and I don't get to do that many book events. My events are tied up between Comic Cons and wrestling events, so getting to do a book event is nice. It really is nice, and I hope that everything works out for me. And I'm looking forward to reading that Goosebumps book. And I'm pretty sure this is a boring episode 12 of the Unknown Asylum podcast, but I'm just saying, it's just like I was getting one key thing I'm trying to say here, and I'm not really getting across well, is I was really getting recognized for the Wrestling Romance Trilogy book. I was really getting recognized for my work, people coming by my table and getting my card. We live in a time where everything's unaffordable, so most people can't afford to just binge on every book they want to buy. So I feel like if the economy was better, if things were better with the economy, then more people probably would have bought my stuff. Because there's a lot of people that got my card, and I was like I was out of cards by the end of the day. So that being said, I think if the economy was better, more people would have bought my work. And people would have bought my work. A lot of people have bought my work in the past, so it's not like it's unsellable. And I'm just next chapter was great. I'm looking for the next writing event next year, which probably is the public library, in April or May, whenever it's at. And I'm just looking forward to it. I'm just looking for the next chapter. I'm looking forward to the next events I'm gonna be lined up going to. I mean, that's my life. It's events, selling my work, writing my work, editing my work, publishing my work, and my events. And that's it. That is my life. And I do not regret my life. I am happy about my life. And be sure to tune in for a more exciting Unknown Asylum podcast, which is Unknown Asylum podcast number 13, which is going to be about Friday the 13th. And that's going to air. That's going to be posted and airing on Friday the 13th. Probably that night, late that night sometime. But I appreciate any of y'all that are listening. Like I said, next chapter was great. Kenyon, thank you for having me. And I really appreciate it. Thank y'all.